putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
I freaking love that song. I really love that song. How you doing, everybody? This is Sue on Bag of Nuts, because you never know what the heck's coming out of my mouth. I'll tell you that much. So welcome, everybody. Bag of Nuts on the Rift Nation Network. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And if you haven't done so already, download our mobile app. We'll be getting back up on that and getting a lot of information. Plus, you could take the podcast on the go. Isn't that like awesome? Totally. Like really awesome. Sorry. A little excited today. That's what happens when you dust and you actually find a place for all your stuff. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I don't know how you guys are doing, but I'm doing pretty good. I really am. And we are doing readings tonight. Sometimes I go off in a little tangent. And just to let you guys know, we had, again, all the shows on the network. And Miss Joni, of course, is tomorrow night. And we'll say hello to everybody in the chat room in a minute. And Miss Joni, of course, Miss Drake's behind the scene. Wonderful job she does and everything she does. She's tomorrow night. And then let's see, we have on What's Going Down. I think it's their off week. And then we will have Beacon in the Dark coming back on at 9 Eastern. 9 Eastern time. So it's 9 Eastern time is Beacon in the Dark is coming back on. Have an awesome special co-host with me and Marcy. And the topic is pretty amazing. So that's going to be good. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's the on or off week for for our other show, which is Paranormal Outlaws, and of course the Orion Effect, and we have Mr. Ottersberg. So over on Monday nights, which is pretty awesome. I'll tell you, you never know whether you're going to get a cartoon character, me going off a rant, me doing readings, hell, bag of nuts. That's the way it is. So yeah, so it's a pretty awesome situation happening over here. So it's just we have a lot of amazing stuff coming. So of course I have the 3 decks out, and of course I have my crystals. I like to keep my little crystals off to the side here. Certain crystals I use as I'm channeling the deck. You never know. So stuff like that. But let's see who we got in the chat room over here tonight. So yeah, I went off on a little bit of a tangent last week, but that's okay. It happens. It really does happen. So we have Brittany, of course. She'll be first for the readings, and then I'll explain how that's done in a minute. And we have Miss Brittany, and let's see, of course, we have Kelly Carell. Angels are alive. Hello, hello. Robert White, hello. Michelle Caps, hello. Michelle Wilfong, hello. And then we have Joe Stewart as well, and Wendy Knowles. So we have a bunch in the chat room over here. So if you're watching on another platform on Facebook, you have to come over to the Rift Nation Network in order for me to be able to see your comments. It's the way Facebook likes to do that. So I usually just go right down the list of individuals and read as long as I can, but I kind of have this like weird system. So it's kind of the way I do it. Now the runes go by the meanings and the positions. Okay. That's what we're doing. That's not a channel deck. The meanings and what position is in changes the meaning of each individual runes. Now, of course, these are the runes, and I use cards because otherwise I'll be throwing them this way and they'll just, like kind of go everywhere. The next deck I have, of course, is a general deck. Sometimes emotions, sometimes everything. This deck is channeled. So the card you see might mean something else to somebody else. I channel that particular deck. And then also we have the love deck. I always have the love deck out just in case. But again, love is also love of yourself, love of others, love of life. So it's in a general terms. And what I like people to do is to give you guys a chance for your instincts of what it is you want. Now, explaining the runes real quick to you. Runes are a form of divination, yes, okay? But what runes are meant to do is give you direction, based usually on a particular question. So if you do have a particular question and you're not sure how to maneuver through this question, then the runes are usually the best bet for you. Or if you prefer the channel, you can do that. So you pick deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3. I might move this over just a little bit more so you guys can actually see what's happening. Oh, hold on. What are we doing? There we go. Look, that's better. Hey, hey, hey. Just flying. Brittany is waving, wanting a reading. She's my family. Awesome. Hi. So going right down the list here. So Brittany, of course, you are first. So you get to pick, again, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. And you just let me know the avenue of what you're feeling connected to. So try to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and go by deck 1 or 2. You don't know. If you have a particular question, deck 1 is the best. Those are the runes. If you are looking for something a little bit more channeled and see what spirit has involved for you, that would be deck 2. So you have to let me know. 1 or 2 is what we're down to. So if you want it channeled, or if you're looking for specific answers based on a question, this is basically the deck for you. Or if you want to see what spirit has involved for you. Will I be in one location for work? You have it. Oh, you changed. That's Wendy Dole is number 1. Number 2, you got it. Brittany is number 2. So I'm going to shuffle, and I use the part off to the side so you guys can get an idea and see the cards, and you can see how they actually mean different things for different people. So we're starting right off with Miss Brittany, and as usual, those hosts and regulars that are on the Rift Nation Network, I will not read unless you ask. Only because some people do and some people don't like that. Thank you, Nikki. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. And of course, I'll be looking to the side, which is over here. Thanks, Renee. Oh, okay. You are all right. We have a bit of chaotic energy happening. The number 9. Look for the number 9. Chaotic energy necessarily doesn't always mean like a tower card. Some people call it a tower card. No, this in an aspect, I might have to switch this. It's backwards. This in an aspect is a clearing out. There's a lot of things around you that need to be cleared out. And the easiest thing for you to do, and this is what I'm being told to tell you, does it bring you joy? Does it bring you happiness? Are you going to use it within a year? If the answer is no, 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 it's time for it to go. Because what it does is it creates too much clutter. Clutter creates chaos, and that includes things in our minds as well. Our minds become very chaotic with old ideas and old ways of thinking. So what you need to do is bring that forward, bring the new you, the new way of thinking, and get rid of everything else. Also, thank you. Don't listen to negativity around you in any way, shape, or form. Be you, be true to you. That's the biggest thing, is you need to be true to who you really are. And once you do that, you discover the joy within you is going to be able to jump out a little bit more. Get rid of that old way of thinking and that old negativity. As far as instinct messages and spirits are going to be around you right now. A lot of spirit energy will be around you, and we're talking messengers. Messengers will be coming in. You'll be able to receive them sometimes in sleep, and sometimes it's just what is known as knowing. It doesn't always come in the form of pictures or voices. What it does is it kind of comes in an aspect of, I just for some reason know this. Okay, I know this is going to happen. I know that's going to happen. It's a form of clear knowing is what they call it. Some are clear sentence, some are clear audio. This is more like a clear knowing, and it really is part of the clear group. Watch that actually coming in for you. Write those. Thank you. Write the messages down. They're making me pull out my little wand pen here. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down as much as you can. They're saying that the handwritten note you retain better than the voice talk is what they're saying. So write that down. Your fire energy is a little bit off. So what I'd like you to do is get some candles, get those candles out for you, and bring those in. Have that energy around you. So if you can get next to a fire pit, that's also great. But and again, that's your energy level might be on the low side. So when your energy level is on the low side, sometimes our fire or our passion for life does become low. Candlelight does wonders for that. And the greatest way to actually balance, cleanse, and do the candlelight all at the same time is a candlelight bath in sea salt. Literally, it's an amazing aspect, clears your energy and recharges you all at the same time. If you still find the chaotic energy coming next to you, they're suggesting doing a grid in your house of black tourmaline and selenite. Thank you. Black tourmaline selenite grid around your entire house would be something that helps. Hopefully that does help you out there. And that was for Miss Brittany. Let's see. Next up, of course, is Miss Kelly Carell. Okay, Miss Kelly Carell, you doing the general? Usually like yours channeled. So Miss Kelly Carell, and of course, who else do we have? We had Wendy Knoll come in. And who else do we have in here? Nikki. And thank you, Renee. And Keith Ottersberg. Thank you, Renee. You got it. Thank you, Keith. So hopefully that does help out and it resonates with you. Now, I know Kelly Carell is working right now because we're on a different time zone. So again, Miss Kelly Carell, your baby mama, whichever one you have right here. We're going to love deck. You got it, honey. Love deck. Love boat. We're going to do the love boat. Sorry. Yeah, I know. All right. So let's see. We know things. All right. Let's see what we got going on for Miss Kelly Carell here today. She's next up. Yes, I can, honey. You got it. I don't know. I think coffee does that for me. Alcohol does it for you guys. Coffee actually does it for me. It's really weird. All right. Kelly, you need to express yourself a little bit more in love. They're saying that as far as love, not just love as far as yourself, but love in relationships. They're saying that the expressive part of how you're feeling, this is something that needs to be expressed and opened quite a bit right now. So what we actually have happening is right in this particular area. Sorry, I'm trying to see the decks at the same time. So it's saying that the expression, in other words, sometimes you have a tendency to hold back, is what they're saying. They want you to push that out. They want you to get that expressiveness that is actually you out. Okay. And again, you don't have to worry about any exes or anything else like that coming forward. They're not going to be around you. This is new people, new energy, new situations. This is somebody that's a little bit more awake, not literally sleeping through life, but more awake through life. And again, I don't mean like awake as far as traveling up there. They're not pulling back, but they're also not totally up in the other realms. This is more of a passion, tired of the game, so to speak, is what happens. And over in this particular area, this person is also not codependent. So we need to be able to express yourself a little bit more in love. And I know they're saying something about trust. Something about trust is an issue. But that's okay. You'll know by the feeling, you'll know by the instinct and the trust. Okay. When you do reach that situation, it's okay to express yourself, and say how you feel and say what's going on and get those passions out there. Okay. Passions can be things we believe in. Doesn't necessarily mean a coupling. It sometimes means that we're expressing ourselves in different aspects of the way we are, things we like, things we don't like. That type of passion, express yourself. Allow somebody to get to know all of you. Okay. Not just parts of you, but all of you, good, bad, or indifferent. That's the best way to do it. And that's what they're actually suggesting for love for you right now. All right, let's see who else we got coming up here. Hello, Jen Lynn. Yes, me like coffee. All right, let's see who else we got going on here. So we had, we had Brittany. We had, okay, Miss Nikki is up. Robin, if you'd like a reading, please let me know. So after Nikki, we have Michelle Caps. And I know Nikki wrote a deck down here. What did Nikki write? Yeah, it's hard for me to go back and forth sometimes. We have Nikki. Let's see. What did Nikki write? Let's see. I'm not seeing what you wrote. So we have Miss Nikki, of course, Angels are life. And then we have Michelle Caps, of course, deck 1, 2, or 3, which is 1, 2, or 3. You get your pick. I met someone, but it's awkward. He disappears for a few and then texts. Okay, deck 2. Yeah. I honestly, I don't have a bad feeling about it. I do get somebody that's very busy, and somebody that doesn't like to play games. So I'm not really getting that this is a game. I'm getting that this person is kind of like really busy. So, but definitely let them get to know who you truly are. And just take it slow. That's the best thing you could do. All right, so we have the next 2 are deck 2s. And let's see, this one, of course, is for Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki, take off. Hello, Miss Lois Clark. We're going down the list today. Let's see what we got. Okay, Miss Nikki. All right. All right. So you have okay, there's been a lot actually happening for you, and you're going to start feeling extremely accomplished about particular situations, whether you've been gathering information or you've been downloaded information that something's happening as far as like books and things like that. I do see a fulfillment. Look out for the number 30. I don't know why 30. 30 is good for you. 29 as well. They're also talking about, oh my goodness, I can't even see half these cards. Isn't that awesome? All right. So they're also talking about remembrance. Okay. So, all right. So far this is really weird because I don't know if it's something you've thought about, but pretty much a lot of the information that you've gathered throughout your years, they're talking literally, I know that you write a lot down, but they're talking about getting it out there now. Now it's time to get it out there and actually release it. And they also want you to start dreaming again. Start dreaming and bringing forward things that you did want to accomplish before. But with everything that was occurring with you medically, physically, emotionally, I'm just going to add them all up. It was difficult. So they're suggesting that things are on the like namaste, the peace side is something that's coming towards you. So if it's not here right now, it is coming pretty quickly. Things are going to calm down. So what they want you to do is they want you to start calming down, and it's okay to make plans to do this, that, and the other thing, and other things that you've always wanted to do. You've never had a chance because you've had too much going on. Like I said, jumbled all up together. So it's time to get those out there. Also take a little bit of a fun break. Thank you very much. They want you to go out and they want you to have a little bit of fun, kind of like separate yourself for a while. It's like going out for a battery recharge, just forgetting about everything that you need to do and accomplish, and just get that battery recharge as far as that type of situation would be really, really good for you right now. Hopefully you did understand that. Now we're going to have Miss Michelle Gaps. And again, I go right down the list. Sometimes when I read comments, I have to go back up and back down. And I go right down the list as it appears to me. So that's what we do. So I do see, and again, I don't know anything about astrology. This is something you'd have to ask Nikki, but I am seeing this like a peaceful period coming, where things are a bit chaotic. It's almost like the calm before the storm, so to speak. So there's a lot of like finally feeling like, okay, balanced. I see a lot of balance happening through some individuals and people. Okay. So, oh, goody, 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 goody. All right. So, Michelle, we do have a new beginning coming in for you. Okay. So this new beginning is a new start. This could mean a new start for your business. It could also mean if you're thinking about moving, there is a new place for you to live. This is something new, something different. If you thought about learning something as far as a class, it's something you're going to absorb. So they're saying that you do have a knack for this. Hello, Miss Karen Bullitt. They're saying that you do have a knack for this thing that you're interested in. This is something new, something you're not used to doing. And you have this like, just like it's going to come to you, it's going to pop into you, and that's going to be a really good thing happening for you right now. So that new thing that it is that you're learning, I don't know if you're in the astrology class, but for some reason I'm seeing you absorbing, understanding, and learning at a quicker pace because it's something that you've known from a past life. Thank you very much. That's why it makes sense. Look for the number 19, 16, and 27. I have no idea what order that would actually be in, but look out for those. Also start dreaming, start hoping, getting yourself out there. Don't hide yourself for the world, okay? It's time for you to get out there, and it's time for you to start doing things, okay? And get your gifts out there and let people see who you truly are and how gifted of an individual you are. Get that out there. And again, you can always call one of us. we'd always be happy to have you on. It's time to stop hiding from the world, okay? Because they don't want you to be invisible. See this? Stop hiding. This is invisibility, which normally means it's time to hide. It's not time for you to hide anymore. It's time for you to. How did my grandmother used to say? It's time to come out of the broom closet, girl. So, so it's time for you to come out and start really just be you and express who you are as an individual and allow this to happen. So allow this to actually come through to you. And like I said, when you're ready, either show. We you come on either one of my shows. I have no issue with it. This one I do readings, and then of course we have Beacon in the Dark, where we talk about anything positive to help individuals. So anyone you'd like to come on, you're more than welcome to. So, all right. So let's see. Let's go back up, and then we have who do we have? We have Michelle Wilfong. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And Joe Stewart are the next two. Those are the next two. So the next two coming down. Okay. I don't know if I'll remember love, but again, let's welcome Joe Stewart. How you doing? Hello, Alice. Miss Lois Clark popped in. Karen Bullitt also popped in. Jaylyn. How are you doing as well? So, all right. So we have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. Those are the next two names. You welcome, honey. You welcome. So, yeah. When you don't know whether it's hot or cold, you wear a shawl. Still drink coffee. There you go. Oh, if the names that I called are in the chat room, please come down. Let me know if you'd like deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. Let's see. And again, we can call those names again, or I can add 3. We have, let's see, Michelle Wilfong, Joe Stewart, and Wendy Knoll. That's the next 3 that we do have. You pick deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. Hopefully, some of the comments will actually go through and not get stuck. Yep, everybody's on the list. I start at the top of my list and work my way down. I can put this on so you guys can't even see each other today. Isn't that awesome? All right, let me get this over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So we have many different channels actually coming right now. So I go by what I can see on my list. All right. So the last 3 names I just called, if you guys are still here in the chat room, that would be awesome. Let's see. We're going to try this again. Joe Stewart over on YouTube. Let's see. Wendy Knoll wants, and there was one more name here, Michelle Wilfong also. Pink. Oh, Michelle wanted the pink deck. Okay. All right. So let's see. Michelle, you wanted the pink deck. I don't know if you're still in the chat room or not. I think you said pink one is waving. Sometimes it's hard to go back and forth. That's why I re-ask. Okay, do you have a particular question for the runes that you'd like some guidance on right now? Jump over to where the people are. Yeah. All right. Do you have a particular question, or are you just looking for the past, present, and future as far as the runes? Because the runes can help guide you through a tricky situation. And right now we're doing a 3 because we still have quite a few people in here. And instead, I do a 5-card spread. When it's a little busy, I will do a 3-card spread on the runes. So let's see what we got going on here. All right. Ooh. Okay, but it's okay. Now these is good. Oh, all right. So we're going to start right off. And again, we're doing the past, present, and a little bit of the future is the way that we're actually going to do it coming in here. Now, the first one we're looking at, of course, is, I have to keep looking over here just to pull it over. The first one is Gabo. Now, Gabo, depending on the position that it's actually in, actually changes. Gabo means gifts, okay? So we're talking in the past, could have been something that you were working on, something you've been working hard to actually do. It also means joy, blessings, affirmations, and your desires. All of these things that you were working on for some reason is going into a past, okay? So it's moving to the wayside. So we need to actually figure out what's happening right now that's causing this to go to the wayside. And again, this might be a little bit more explained if I was doing the other spread. Now these is actually coming into play, and now these is actually in the present aspect of it. So what we're dealing with right now is we're dealing with patience, stress and obstacles. Okay, there are obstacles and stresses coming. These stresses are actually coming because unfortunately, sometimes we have lessons we need to learn, or we need to learn how to figure things out. So these obstacles will come into play to help us learn, to help us move towards what it is that we need to move towards. This is letting you know that these things that are coming are temporary. When now these is coming in this particular position, these stressors are not permanent. This is something that's temporarily coming through. So the faster you learn the lesson, the quicker this will dissolve. And that's in the present situation. Now, the next one we have coming up, of course, is Enzus. Yeah, I know. I got to look at the card upside down. That's kind of funny. All right, so Enzus is actually coming in. Now, what we're dealing with is wisdom, but this is upside down. So there's a little bit of, thank you, turbulence, tricky influences coming. And this is future. So somebody is going to try to pretty much pull a wool over your eye. The P word, patience. This is pretty much going to somebody's going to try to pull a wool over your eye. So be extremely careful. Like, there's a lot of new scammers out there. This is the easiest way to explain it. There's a lot of people trying to scam. Oh, yes, I want that. Send me your email. No, send me your email and I'll send you invoice, Oh, I need this information, that information from you. So be careful of scammers that are out there. Be careful of individuals that aren't true. That's what it's letting you know. So learn this lesson and watch out for individuals not telling you the truth, for those that are trying to deceive you and not giving you the straightforward truth. Watch out for those. And that's you for deck 1. And then we had, oh my goodness, we had 2 more names here. Let's see. And this goes by really quick. Let's see, who else do we have? And again, I call names again, and then I keep adding another one as I go by. Let's see. So we have Michelle Wilfong over on YouTube. If you are still interested, please let me know. Let's see, who else do we have here? Wendy Knoll, we read. Brittany, we read. Ed, only if you're interested. Let's see. Hold on, we're getting there. Okay, so now we've got Renee and Keith Ottersberg. All 3 for me. Joe Stewart. No. 1, 2, or 3. Pick 1, 2, or 3, Joe. So you got to let me know all 3. Okay, 1, 2, deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. So those are the names, plus Keith Ottersberg, and you're welcome, honey. Keith Ottersberg and Renee. Those are the next ones. So let me know. And again, I'm doing a couple of different channels. It's deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. If, like I said, if there's a particular question or direction you're looking to, that's the best bet. Okay. Love, Keith. Thank you. So anybody's name that I just called, just put your deck number down and I will keep track of it this way. It's a little easier than me going back and forth. And then when I get closer to the time, deck 2 for you. You got it. No problem. Okay, so that's 2. Let's see what we got going on for Mr. Ottersberg. All right. Let's see. Wow. Guess what, dude? Okay, this is the weirdest thing. It's almost like you think somebody's deceiving you and they're still telling you the truth. Yes, Joe, pick your deck. 1, 2, or 3. I called you, honey. Joe Stewart. Pick deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, honey. All right. So you think there is somebody around you that you're like, nah, no way, that can't be real. It can't be real. Guess what? It's real. All 3. No, you want deck 3, love. Okay. You want the love deck? All right. So now, so this particular individual is telling you the truth, and I know it's hard for you. It's a little bit difficult for you to understand that this can't be real. There's no way this is real. Guess what? It's real. And the problem with gifted individuals, and you and I know this, when gifted individuals have something right in front of them, it's very difficult because our radar gets thrown for a loop when it has to do with us. But when it's someone else, it's clear as day. Okay, but when it has to do with us, our radar goes and we can't see what's actually happening. Okay, so what they want you to do is give yourself a chance to be happy, because sometimes they're saying you're your own worst enemy. You get in your own way. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to want to be happy, to be loved, to be cared for. Okay? It's the emotion, it's the feeling. It's so close. So close that it's literally so close. Okay. So this is amazing. Okay. So I do see a separation, but the separation is your old way of thinking and the new you. Because even though a lot of people will say, okay, yeah, I let go of the past, I let go of the past, part of your emotions is still there in that past. You need to let it go to move forward in order to truly see what's right in front of you, if you can understand that. And again, that was the Keith Ottersberg. And Renee wanted deck 2, and then Joe wants deck 3. Deck 2. It's another blonde. It's like another blonde told you. Oh my God. It's coming. It's so close. It's unbelievable. You just need to get out of your own way. 18. For some reason, the number 18. I don't know if it's 81 or 18. It means something. It could be separate or together. All right, let's see. Miss Renee. God, I might have to replace this deck. I use this channel through this deck more than anything. It's starting to fall apart. Let's see what we got going on for Miss Renee. Renee, no choice for you. You don't have any choice. There's a certain direction you need to head into, and you need to do it. Nobody is actually giving you choices. But my birthday is the 18th. Oh, okay. All right. So, you're welcome. So what's happening for you right now is there is a direction you're heading into. Okay. Don't stop. Don't stutter. It's time to move forward. There's always, where there's a will, there's a way to actually move forward and do what it is that you want to do. Okay. And I can mention that another way as far as other things. Okay. Don't allow yourself to give up again, because you will get going. You want to do something, but you hesitate and you just like stop. It's like all of a sudden you put a hole in your gas tank, the gas is leaking out, and you can't go anywhere. So you're just stuck there, if you can understand this. And again, this is more of a motivation type thing for you. You need to just allow it to flow. There's still some gas in that tank. Don't stop. Continue going. Use a hill, roll it down. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Your motivation. Why do you want to do this? Think about it. You're not absorbing and getting that motivation to come in the way that you need it to. You need to be somewhere. You need to do these things. Okay? Allow yourself to do them. There's 50 million ways to do anything. I'll give you an example. Sometimes you guys see me. Other times you see a character. I can even change my voice. But that's what Bag of Nuts is. You never know what you're getting over here on this show. It's a mixed bag of nuts. and it's very easy peasy way to do things, especially for individuals that want to do a show and don't want their face out there, but they know they can. Well, there you go. Do an anime character. It's awesome. Change your voice. You could be a guy with a funny female. It doesn't matter. You can just be you. Keep moving. Keep going. Don't give up and don't give in. Don't give in. It's like in high school. Do not give in to peer pressure. Just say no. 18th of this month. So it's the happy birthday, Mrs. President. Sorry. Happy birthday early. King of the almond world. All right. So now we got Joe Stewart here over on the love deck. We get the love boat. We get the love. Hello, Miss Brenda. No, December. Oh, my son's December. But it's the 14th. Yeah. Nope. Right now, it is you. That was Renee. This one is you. Deck 3, you got it. Okay, this is for Joe Stewart. See what we got going on. Like I said, sometimes the cards mean different things for different individuals. It really does do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Straight up. Straight talk. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. There are certain times and places where okay, it's like emotions. Some people will kind of like fake emotions just to get something. If you understand what I'm saying. And I'm sorry, but women are like that, men are like that. It doesn't matter what sex you are. There are individuals out there. Please remember to like and share. Thank you, Robert. There are individuals out there that do not show true emotion. Okay. You need somebody that's going to show true emotion. What you need to actually do, honey, is when you love and when you fall in love, you need to fall in love with who they are. You need to like who they are. It's not always about who's got the biggest car or who's got the biggest whatever on the front as far as females. I can't say that word. Oh, no. So it's not about that. It's about who we are as individuals on the outside, because guess what? Looks fade. Cars break down. But your personality is your personality. You need to allow that to shine. Shine out of everything else who you are on the inside. That's the person. That's the individual. The one on the inside is the one that will receive the true and honest love, the true and honesty of who we are. You don't have to hide. And a lot of us will hide parts of who we are. Okay? But don't do that. Be you, be yourself, and allow this to actually happen, okay? Because what I want you to do is I want you to focus on not only liking who you are, I want you to love who you are. I want you to love yourself for who you are. If you can understand that. All right. Hopefully that helped a little bit. All right. Who else do we have in here? I'm trying to think who else we have. All right. So I'm going to call the names of individuals I did not read yet. Okay. So we'll go down the list here. Okay. We have, let's see, Alice, Karen Bullitt. Let's see. And Alice, Karen Bullitt. Who else is here? Brenda. If I've missed your name, let me know. We did Renee. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it is. Oh, Lois Clock. Thank you. Deck 2. Thank you. All right, guys. There we go. And you wanted which deck? 1, 2, or 3, Michael? We'll read you right after Lois, honey, okay? So I'll do Lois and I'll do you. And then Brenda, if you want a deck, let me know. All right, let's see. Deck 2 for Miss Lois Clark. All right. Yeah, sometimes I can't see all of the chats once they go up. All right, so let's see what's going on here, Miss Lois. Okay. All right, same thing as you, honey. I'm going to tell you the same thing my grandmother told me. Okay, it's time to come out of the broom closet. They're saying it's time for you to shine. You need to stop hiding. And again, my grandmother used to call it hiding. You need to literally come out, be you. If you have something to say, literally do it live, do it. So allow yourself to be seen. Okay, that's what you need. You're welcome, Joe. Allow yourself to be seen. Also, don't give up on your dreams. There's no such thing as too old, too late. Doesn't exist. Okay, does not exist. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to dream. It's what they're saying right now. Okay, because there is good coming towards you right now. But as far as the chaotic energy, you need to clear out a lot. You need to clear out your old way of thinking. You need to clear out items in your house. So it's time to declutter life's situations. Sometimes a chaos card will mean that there's a lot of stuff happening at once. This is meaning there's a lot of things that need to be cleared out. Okay. And again, when we're clearing out, we can clear out ourselves. We need to clear out what's happening in the house. So there's a lot of things we need to do in order to move this in a more positive direction. So even though this is chaos, which you show a tornado and everything going everywhere. Okay. Well, think of it this way. Let it go. Allow it to happen. Just get rid of it. If it doesn't bring you joy, if it doesn't bring you happiness, if you're never going to see it again for a year, get rid of it. Literally, get rid of it. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh my goodness. Please. Well, block user. And add to restream block list. There we go. Okay, that's time. Now we have, who else do we have? Deck 1. Okay, deck 1, we have runes. And you had a question, I do know, but I don't see the particular question up in here. Okay, runes are a form of divination. All right. I don't know if I can still get to that question, so I can focus on it. Let's see. Let's see if I can get to that. It's hard to go back and forth sometimes. Physically, mentally, or emotionally, because your guides are already there. All right. You want information on your guides. Let's see if we can reach an avenue on how to do that. Okay, so this is a question about guides. Oh, Isa. Elegas. Okay, Gabo, all right side up, which is really good right now. Now, Isa, doesn't matter. It was upside down, but it's one line. It's not like it can be upside down only if it's sideways, but it doesn't do that in cards. So Isa is talking about energy. And again, so this is forces of nature, forces of energy. You are focused and asking a question about your guides. There is a method of guided meditation which really does assist you on reaching your guides. You need to meditate more, is what they're talking about, because in this particular instance, because even though Isa talks about like energy and talks about things coming in, okay, and faces, I do see that this is something that's actually going to help you. This is going to assist you. Allow yourself to go into that meditative state. It's not literally, it's not is hard, difficult to some people say. It's like a form of relaxation. If you need to do it with music, do it with music. You need to do guided, do it guided. My wife keeps saying that. You have to meditate, because in order for you to hear them, you have to quiet your mind. So you can do that through music, literally. You can sit there and listen to a guided meditation just to get used to the meditative state. Okay, it's really not that difficult. Holly Goss is coming in to help with this too. Okay, so let me grab this. So we have Holly Goss actually coming in, and it's talking about, yeah, thank you. Shadows, shadow work, get rid of, thank you. In this particular case, even though Holly Goss talks about limits, this is talking about you getting rid of what doesn't serve you within our minds. Our minds do play tricks. If you truly keep saying to yourself, I'm never going to meet them, I'm never going to meet them, you're throwing this to the universe. You're telling the universe, I'm never going to meet them, so therefore you're not. In other words, I'm going to hear them during this meditation. I am going to feel them around. I am going to see them. And this is the way we need to do it. So we need to reverse the way that we think. Keep the negativity out and allow that to come. Even though Haligas sometimes means hailstorms and things like that, it doesn't necessarily mean it in this particular case. Because like I said, it really does depend on the questions. Okay, partners, gifts, love. Okay, so there are gifts coming. There's a divine union. Your wife has been telling you to meditate. Go to a class together, guys. This is something that's really going to help you out. Do that. Meditate with her. Literally, you can just sit there and go into that deep meditative state, and you two are extremely relaxed, and it will help you a great deal. Okay, so allow that to come. Get rid of the negative thinking. Allow the positive to come in, and I say that a lot. So get rid of anything that's negative. Okay, doesn't serve you, isn't going to help you, and it's like I bake. Okay, I do bake a lot. I could say, oh my God, I'm never going to get this recipe. I'll never get it. I could say, you know what? It just need this. I just need that. I just need that. I can fix it this way. I can fix it that way. And it will happen. It's our beliefs in ourselves. And that's what you need to work on. And that's what the runes are actually suggesting to you. So now let me see. Go back here. Deck 2 for Alice. Alice, let's deck 2. Oh, Velma. All right. NY ADHD. So NY. I don't know what NY is, but all right. I'll just pick a deck. All right. So we have Velma over on YouTube. Oh, no problem, honey. So we have Velma over on YouTube, and we have Alice also over on YouTube. Oh, New York. Welcome. It's New York, New York. Yeah, headphones. Get yourself a nice pair of quieting headphones. Put them on. Listen to your meditation. Works great. All right. All right, let's see. Alice, are you still here, honey? Velma, are you still here? We have Alice that has deck 2. Also, Velma, I think, was deck 2. You're welcome, honey. General, deck 2 for Alice. And don't worry, I got time. And Velma was also deck 2. Alice and Velma. So let's see, Miss Alice. It's a 53 for Alice. Okay, so, ooh, okay. Yep. All right. Even though things are flowing the way that you want them to, you have a bit of a blockage of energy as far as movement. Water is purifying. Okay, purifying water. This is for Alice, then we'll do Velma. You need to start purifying yourself. And again, salt bath is one way to do it. Ocean, salt water. A little cold around here right now. But movement of water moving is a good thing. Salt is a good thing to actually have. And again, salt bath. We need to allow to the purification of the water to come in right now. So it's talking about purity and allowing, thank you, getting rid of negative energy. Thank you so much. So allow the negativity to leave. Okay, salt bath will do that. Allow the negativity to go down the drain. That's another way to do it. Let's see, also the movement of things that you're working on right now, things are going to start progressing quite a bit. So whatever it is that had you stuck in, almost like feeling like either tired or you're feeling tired, unmotivated, or like it's like, oh my God, I got to do that again type situation, that's something that's going to stop. So we're going to have that positive movement coming in. 20, for some reason for you, I don't know why. Okay. But what you need to do is you need to listen a little bit more. Most of the time, I'll tell people with a deflection card, you need to get rid of and stop using your Wonder Woman arms, but don't. What you need to do, okay, is what you need to do is you need to listen, okay? Because you do have little whispers of like spirits and other things trying to communicate with you right now. Allow them to hear them, okay? Allow their voices to come through. Weed out what's positive, get rid of what doesn't work for you, okay? Those are things that they want you to work on right now, and that's just general. Velma, hello, Michaelson. We'll call you Michaelson. Sorry. Velma, you are up. Okay. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, hon. Good. Velma, you're up, honey. All right. All right. Okay. Velma, you need to let go of your past. And the reason I'm going to tell you this straight out into this camera right now is because you need to forgive yourself. Let it go. You're not who you were yesterday. You're not who you were 5 minutes ago. So what happened in your past is irrelevant. It's who you are right now at this moment and time. You need to let go of things because they're saying that you aren't loving who you are. And sometimes you don't even like who you are. Allow yourself to love who you are as an individual. Allow that part of yourself to shine. You hide that a lot. Sometimes bosses are known for that. They'll take that, I have to hide my emotions, and when they go home, they forget to release them. Okay. So I'll allow that to actually happen. Then thank you. That would be a great idea. Thank you so much. I know there's a full moon coming, so allow a little water bathing. Get some water, a bowl of water out, clean bowl of water, put it out in the moon. And again, make sure it's drinkable bottled water. Bring it in, bottle it up, and drink that to retain the energy of the moon. That's just a little trick of something to help you out. Okay. So let it go. Okay. You can't control yourself, who you were, but think of it this way. If you didn't go through everything you went through in your past, would you be who you are today? Okay. That's the thing that we need to do. And once in a while, believe it or not, it's okay to take risks. And a biggest risk in the world is getting to know somebody or allowing to admit to yourself is like, okay, like me, when I talked with you guys many, many moons ago about the fact I have a control issue. I know that. So I worked on it and I fixed it. So I admitted it to myself. It's like an individual who's an alcoholic and recharge your crystals. Yes. You can use it to recharge your crystals too. Very good idea. Like you, Robert. So allow that for yourself and allow that to actually come forward. That's going to be something that's going to help you out a great deal. Okay. Let's see. Who else did not get a reading? I know Brenda didn't. I know Esther didn't. And I know there's another name on here as well. Let's see. No, not. What? No, not no more. You're free. Huh? Oh my God. Brenda, are you on this list here? Yes or no, 1, 2, or 3 as far as the deck. Who else do we have? Hey, Phoenix. So we have Michael Sanchez, I think it is. No, I swear I don't have a control issue anymore. I really don't. I'm very, very flexible right now. I'm free. Just pick. You got it. Let's pick love. Brenda, love. There you are. I called you earlier. Gonna read Brenda and then I'll read you, honey. Some people are at work. All right, so we're going to do Brenda. We're going to do Michael, and then we're going to do Michelle. Okay, so Brenda, you're getting a love deck today. So what do we got going on here? Okay, Brenda, it's time to express yourself. Okay, in other words, it's time to move forward. And I know that's one of the most difficult things in the world to do, to move forward, but it's time for you to move forward. Somebody wants you to move forward. Okay. They want to see happiness and love. And I know the area that you're in is a lot better for you right now. Okay. But you need to let, and again, another one that needs to let go of the stuff from the past and allow this to actually come forward to you, because I do see that. Alt delete your control issues. Funny. So allow yourself to actually come forward and do this, hon. Okay. Allow yourself to know that it's okay. It's okay to smile. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to have fun. And it's okay to move forward, because I do see a lot of love coming towards you. Not control, not meanness, but a lot of, yes, love is coming. If it's not already here, love is coming. Okay. And there's many different ways to love anybody. Okay. A lot of different ways to love people. But this, I do see something very happy coming for you. All right, let's see. Who else do we have here? Okay, so we have Michael. Oh my God. Sanchez, Michael Sanchez, and then Michelle Wilfong is who we have. Michael Sanchez, 1, 2, or 3. Okay. 1, rooms, 2, channel, 3, channel. This is love. This is regular. 1, 2, or 3 here, guys. No, don't give up. It's coming. You just had to heal. Okay, not answering. I am, let's see, Michael Sanchez. We're going to do a regular one with you. I'm not seeing the deck that you wanted. You want deck 3. That's love. You got it. We can do that. After Michael Sanchez, we had Michelle Wilfong, and I can't remember what deck she picked. All right, so we're going to do the love deck again. And again, love of others, love of yourself. Also, love lives. You never know what's going to come up in this particular 3. Number 3 as well. You got it, honey. Okay, this is Michael Sanchez. Okay. All right. So what they want you to do is take a step back. Don't, yep, I still have time, honey. Don't express yourself in the heated moment. You need to learn to take a step back and think. Okay? Take a step back and think about what's happening before we open. So they're saying that you need to absorb situations before we speak. And sometimes we do that in the heat of the moment. Any individual will sometimes just pop off without thinking, because we're human. We're not perfect. But it's telling you to take that time, okay? All right. And the next thing that they want you to work on is you. Okay? You will do this for that for this for that for this. But how many times have you actually worked on yourself? How many times as an individual have you looked deeply into yourself and said, you know what? I not only like who I am, I love who I am. But the right individual, the right relationship, or the right atmosphere for even the right relationship isn't going to be there until you truly love who you are as an individual. And that's what they need you to work on. They need you to work on loving yourself. So get rid of what doesn't work. Love who you are. Love the direction you're going into. Let go of the rest, because it's not going to do you any good, and it's not going to serve you very well. Okay? Literally, you need to learn to have those heart-to-heart conversations. Sometimes it's more difficult for men to do that than females, and vice versa. Allow yourself that. Okay? To have that actual love conversation. Literally, you can write it in a journal and you can have this conversation with yourself. That would be something that was just for you. But the only way for you to get to where you need to get to is through this. Okay? So, yeah, I'm sorry I'm going over today. Yeah, I'm going over today. All right. So I'm still working on people. Last week I was blowing off. All right. So now we have, let's see. You've been working on myself, ankle, ear, and been working on yourself. All right. Michelle Wolfong has number 3. You're welcome, honey. Number 3. Okay, Michelle Wolfong, you are up. Okay, let's see. Okay, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3, honey. Deck 1, deck 2. This is 3, which I'm reading right now for Michelle. All right, Michelle, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Why are we our own worst critics? There's no other way to put this. It's almost like no matter how hard we try, we just never feel good enough, pretty enough, smart enough. This is number 3. Good enough, smart enough, pretty enough. We don't feel that. We don't allow ourselves to be happy with who we are. Okay. So they're saying that sometimes it's like you're not feeling like you're loved. Okay. You are not feeling like you are loved. And again, you don't love yourself all the time. We look and we judge and we'll say, oh my God, look at that chin. Oh my God, look at those wrinkles. It's called life. Love who you are. Love this soul, the spirit of who you are. Love this. That's what we need to do. Okay. Because I do see a lot of conversations, a lot of engagements where individuals are literally going to want to listen to every word you have to say. But you have to love who you are. We're not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. People are boring. They really are. I mean, I like the imperfection in people. I love it. Be who you are. Love who you are, honey. Get rid of that other stuff. Get rid of it. Okay? Anything negative, get rid of it. Okay? Give yourself that opportunity to know that your soul is the most beautiful thing in the world. Allow it to shine. Then everything that's on the outside of you, that's just going to come. It's naturally going to come forward. You're going to look beautiful to not just yourself, but to everybody else because you're allowing the most beautiful part of yourself to shine. That's your spirit. That's your soul. That is your main energy. That is your challenge for this week. Allow that to actually happen. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? Okay. Somebody said make sure Kisan goes before me. All right. I didn't see that name. Kasun. Kasun. What's that name? Is here somewhere? Let's see. Kasan. Ra'ayo. Oh, there you are. Yes, you can. So it's Kasan Lee. We have deck 1, which are runes, and they guide you based on a particular question, channeling. Deck 2 is just kind of general personality, all kinds of other stuff. Deck 3 is actually love. Just pick your deck. So welcome, welcome. So it's Kasan Lee. Kasan. Okay, Kasan Lee. You are up, honey, over on YouTube. You're welcome, Michelle. Yep, I see him right here. I just have to wait for him to come down, pick a deck. Oh my God. Sometimes it's hard to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, be the deck. So let's see. Come on down. Oh, you know what? Let's call you down here. Put you right on that screen. Let's see if I can find that again. Yeah, sometimes I'm in the middle of reading somebody when they pop in and I don't see who's here. And again, no, I can't find it again. Oh my. Pick your deck, not your nose. Rabbit. You've got to be down here somewhere. All right. So if you are still here over on YouTube, it's Kasan Lee. If you are here, let me know. If not, we have Mr. Odell, also deck 1, 2, or 3. I'm trying to think of who else we had here. There was somebody else. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. There you are. There you are. Phoenix. You were the other one as well. All right. Kasan Lee. There we go. Awesome. All right. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. 3 is love. These two I channel. This one is the runes. I kind of do a little channeling, but the runes mean different things. So just let me know which deck you would like. You're here from sure. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the tough part when you wear 2 sets of glasses. Okay, man. Okay. Sharanka. Oh, awesome. Susan put Phoenix ahead of me as well. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Just pick your deck, honey. This is love. If you're interested in love, this is all situational. Runes are meant to, as a form of divination. They kind of guide you through certain paths. So it's really good if you have a question to ask the runes, because that's the way I use them. So you just pick deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, honey, and we'll do you. Do you want me to just pick a deck? 1, 2, or 3? Deck 1. That's runes. Okay. All right. Do you have a particular question for the runes? Is there anything in particular? Deck 1. All right. Joe Stewart, didn't I read you already, honey? All right. General house moving. Okay, you got it. All right. All right, here we go. So, Kirsten, this one is for you. We'll do just a situational. I just asked them for basic information on situations that could be arising. And again, it depends what your question is, exactly how to interpret actually runes. The first one, your health. Okay, thank you. All right, so the first card we're actually dealing with, all right, is gain. Gain, fulfillment, health. Okay, so thank you. This one, as far as not wealthy gain, this is information. There's some information that you're missing or you were missing as far as what's happening with your health. So there will be more information coming in towards you that's going to help you direct you into the right path to take this. So listen to everything, even if it sounds weird, listen, absorb, and allow yourself to really research the information that you're actually getting, because then we have Issa coming in. Okay. Issa talks about energy loss, which means that you're going to be a little low side on the energy. So you want to plan ahead for that. Okay. So they're saying to make sure that to pretty much get all your ducks in a row, which is something that I usually say. You want to make sure that you have everything you need for that low energy time. Especially if we're dealing with health. There will be right back, stepping into smoke. You got it. So Isa is telling you to reserve. Get ready to reserve things that are around you. Prepare for that. Okay. Now Soilo, which really doesn't have an upside down thing, even if it was upside down. Soilo is actually coming into play here. And now we are talking about rebirth. Soilo talks about the way that we're reborn, rebirth. We're going through certain phases spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay. So, what it is that you're dealing with, it will be a hard, tiring road, but they're saying that with the preparation, with the new information here, okay, the preparation, they're saying success is what they're talking about. There will be success actually coming into you. I don't know why this one is backwards. Some people expect to read that backwards. It's so funny. No, I can't. I'll have to fix that later. All right. So Low is coming in. And it's saying that it is going to be a hard road, but it is definitely going to be a road that will work for you. Okay. This will definitely work for you. All right. So Phoenix wanted moving. You got it. So watch for that information, especially pertaining to what's happening. All right. Moving. Phoenix wants to know about moving. Phoenix wants to know about moving. Moving. All right. Othello. DUIs. Not good. Menace. Okay. Do we have a delay coming here? Okay. Let's see. Take a swig of coffee here. All right. So what we're dealing with as far as the move, we're going to add all of these up together is what we're going to do as we go. So the first card we're dealing with as far as the particular question, again, property, heritage. Othello. Okay, so Othello actually deals with climbing mountains. It deals with properties. It deals with heritage, dwellings. Okay, so definitely surrounded about your house. This is positive. Okay, so this is a positive aspect right here. So I do see things going good, but I want to find out what's happening with Tiwaz, because right now the house and the housing situation seems to be on a good particular thing, but there's a block. Something's blocking. They're saying that there's a delay, that something is going to stop it from going as quickly or as smoothly as you'd like. There is definitely a blockage coming in here. Let's see if Menas talks about what it is. So we have this blockage that has the house. Now Menas is coming in. All right. Thank you. What are we talking about? Thank you. Okay. So it is going to be successful. There's just a drawback over here. So what we have is we have the house and everything seems to be going good, but it's almost like Tiwaz is coming in and go, wait, that's going too smoothly. Let's just wait. No, don't have you have to wait. No, we need this wait. So this is pausing you. This is stopping you from heading as smoothly as you'd like or as quickly as you'd like. There's something pausing in this particular area. Something about not untrustworthy, but untruthful. There was something that wasn't truthful. So they keep saying untruthful. So there's something here that isn't right. That's what needs to be fixed before things go forward. That's what they're actually talking about. If you can understand that. Okay. So I know Mr. Odell. I know he's stepping out to smoke, and I think Mr. Odell was the last one that I had. I'm trying to think. Let me look. Oh, we had Kathy Boyd. And Okay, Mr. Odell, 1, 2, or 3. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network. Bag of Nuts normally goes from 8 Eastern time to 9, but I am staying a little bit later. You're welcome. Look out for the one or the situation or paperwork or something that isn't being honest or trustworthy. That's going to be the block. You find that, the block won't happen. I love rooms. Okay, Mr. Odell. Mr. Odell. Oh, I wish I could step out and smoke. My turn. My turn. Howie! Jalen. Oh, I didn't read you one. Well, we'll read you while we're waiting for Howie. Then we'll do Howie, and then we'll call it a night. Deck 1, 2, or 3, honey. 1 is runes. Talks about situational. No problem, honey. You do that. Look for the extra information. It might be coming in a strange way, but there is something coming in that's going to help you. Deck 2, channel. Deck 3, any deck. Okay. We'll channel the second deck. I like people to pick their decks, but we can do it this way. Mr. Odell, when you come in, I am ready for you. And then we'll call it a night. I know I'm over and somebody else is working here. All right. Okay. General. Yeah, I need a new deck. Yeah. Definitely need a new deck. All right. Let me get. All right. So water, we do have movement. We do have purity, but what is going on? Okay. They're saying that there is movement in water in a particular situation, but you're not listening to everything that is coming in towards you. It's almost like you're blocking some of the information that you're getting. How do I put this? Easiest way for me to put this is sometimes it's harder to hear information when it's coming from, I don't know, you know, those voices that just drive you nuts. And oh my God, just that. Okay. So, in other words, you need to take that step back and you need to listen to everything that's being said. Listen to everything, absorb it, then make a decision. Do not make a decision until you hear all sides. It's like you're the judge. You have to listen to all sides before you do make that informed decision. Because if you do it any other way, it's something they're saying that you're going to regret it. 29, for some reason, is good for you. Number 29. Number 6. 18. I don't know. I get random numbers sometimes. So this is what they want you to do. Okay. So even though things are moving and progressing the way that you want, you need to listen to everything first. Listen to absolutely everything before an informed decision comes in. Because in the long run, you don't want be right back with a customer. Okay, pick a deck. You can listen later. 1, 2, or 3, Howie. So what you can actually do is take that step back, listen, absorb it, think about it, and then go forward. Because then that's going to stop you from either not, it's going to stop that in when you feel invisible, you feel like nobody listens to you, even when you do make a decision, it's like your decision is kind of taken away. So that's the invisibility. So you need to listen to everything first, then decide and focus on a decision, move forward. That's what's going to help you out. Okay. All right, so now all we got left is Mr. Odell, and then I went an hour and a half. Awesome. Hopefully, you guys, I helped you guys out, which is what I do. So we're gonna read Howie, and then we are gonna call it a night. Good, you got this. You want things to move well, and you want your voice to be heard. You don't want to feel invisible, and a lot of people don't. So just listen to everything first. Don't make any judgments. It's like listening to a lecture. You kind of just weed in what it is that you need, but you listen to it all first. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network. Definitely the place to be, the RNN. So Mr. Odell's with a customer. Yes, just breathe. Allow it to flow. Okay, just allow it to flow. Just. So, in other words, take it in without judgment. Thank you. I'm just waiting for Ed, who's with a customer, and then we'll call it a night. So, hopefully, you guys had a good time. And hopefully, I got to everybody. Okay, deck 1, 2, and 3 are the last. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. 3 is love. I don't think you need that, but hit me, woman. Which deck? 1, 2, or 3? You can ask the runes a specific question if you want. You can have me channel through 2. You can talk about your love life in 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1 it is. Ooh, happy birthday, Sarah. Deck 3. Deck 3 it is. Deck 3. Deck 2. Which deck am I picking? Channel 2. You got it. Happy birthday, Sarah. Okay, this is it for the night. We'll see what's happening here. I have no control over what spirits tell me, so hey. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, what do we got going on here? All right. Thank you. I think I've mentioned this to you before, and I don't know why it needs to be renewed. You know, it's okay to be a couple and like different things at the same time. So differences actually make things a lot better. And that happens is in any aspect, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in a business partnership. Difference helps bring things actually forward. It gives you more ideas. Like this one might want to go this way, that one might gonna go that way. But the individuality of people is a good thing. Allow the individuality to happen, because as far as the network, if this is about the network, then everybody needs to be who they are as an individual. If this is about you and your life, allow everybody to be, and that's what it is. Allow that individuality to actually come forward. They are recommending that you do take a step back and do some meditation. You need to get back into that space again, because they're saying your mind is kind of does this a lot. Because you get busy, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to go here, you want to go there, and pretty soon you kind of end up like this. So they want you to take that step back and meditate. Okay, relax that brain, relax that mind, take that quiet time to yourself. It's something that you truly do need right now, because this is coming around. In other words, we've hit the bottom. We're coming up on the top of a full circle. So this circle is coming up, and it's not going back down. It's going to continue to rise. Everything does come full circle as far as energies, okay? But this energy isn't going down. This energy is going to continue to circle on an upward rise, if you can understand that. And that's what they're recommending for you. And you just take it in any part of your life that it kind of fits into. So that's all I can say. All right, guys, this girl's burnt out. I need a cigarette, a cup of coffee. I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. So yeah, I was going to do my character, but the computer said, oh, no, you're not. So like I said, you never know what you're getting out of me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow. And guys, hit that. God, somebody else wants to talk to me. Who is this? Hit that. Don't forget to like. What the heck? Sorry, give me a minute. Sometimes this happens. You're welcome. Wow, this veil is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. All these individuals come through. Somebody's supposed to look into herbs. I don't know why. I don't know who this is. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that somebody is supposed to look into herbs as far as This is medical. There's something herbal that works. Almost like I'm seeing, like, you know how, oh God, you see it in the movies all the time. The easiest way to explain it, they go into China and you tell them what's wrong and they can mix up an herbal remedy right there. This is what I'm saying. There is somebody that has that information. Okay. And I'm talking about somebody that's been generationally doing this for a long time. They're saying that that's the best avenue. This is for somebody medically, and I'm not really sure. And again, very long talk. Anyways, look for the natural avenues, the natural remedies. Those are things that are going to help you out. Make sure you stick with somebody that's reputable, that has been there for a very long period of time. You need to see who. Hen who? I can't see who this is, but this is not anybody that would appear in the United States. I have no idea who this individual is, but I would have to say ancient, or still wears ancient garb, or wear their shirt's very long. But I'm seeing an old Chinese type thing. This is the remedy. Okay. This is the one that's going to have the answer for that you need, because it takes the chemicals out. It gets to the root of the issue. Asian. I'm not sure. I'm seeing the store, hands, and white. I don't know why white. Okay, that's for you. Okay, I had no idea who it was. I tried to log off, and somebody says, "Oh no, you don't." Okay, so look for that. That's gonna have your answers. All right, guys. Now I'm finally gonna call it a night and go into the living room and jump on my man's lap, because that's where I want to be right now. Bye.